Today I'm in Austin, Texas, and in celebration of Museum Week, I'm going to show you a little bit more of the presidential libraries here in the United States. This is LBJ Library and Museum. Every American president since Herbert Hoover has a library, which is normally located in the state where they were born or where they had their careers. Here in Texas, for example, there are three: George W. Bush, George Bush, and Lyndon Johnson, or LBJ. So why did I choose Lyndon Johnson? Keep watching. He was John Kennedy's vice president and took office after JFK was murdered in '63. He was then elected with a massive popular support and remained in power until '69. Presidential libraries are not exactly libraries in the usual sense. They're more like museums. They join everything related to the president and his administration. All documents, artifacts, memorabilia, all this is available to public for study and discussion. The Oval Office, exact replica and almost in real size of his office at the White House. Lyndon Johnson's government was dominated by two main topics. Externally, there was the Vietnam War and also the Cold War, and internally, there was the Civil Rights Movement led by Martin Luther King Jr. It was a very turbulent period in time. Hello? He was very criticized for escalating the Vietnam War, but here, listening to all these phone conversations and understanding what was going on, troops were attacked here, people were murdered over there, would the United States retaliate or not? You kind of understand his position. For me, Lyndon Johnson's most important legacy has to do with the civil rights. The situation here in the United States was awful in terms of prejudice. There was a huge prejudice against African Americans and also against immigrants who were not from Western Europe. Especially here in the South, it was tough. It was like South Africa and the apartheid. Black people and white people, they couldn't go to the same restaurants, same hotels, same schools, and so on. Lyndon Johnson could put an end to that, at least legally, but not after a lot of political articulation. It's a conversation with Martin Luther King Jr. This is the original condolence letter sent by President Lyndon Johnson to Coretta King when Martin Luther King Jr. was murdered in '68. She was now his widow. Today, many people may not understand the fight for civil rights because they were born in a different society and all men are created equal, right? But not at that time. Because of this fight, Democrats lost a lot of public support. Lyndon Johnson was a Democrat, and most of the southern states, to this day, still vote for Republicans. The initial step to end prejudice was given 50 years ago, and this is still a very relevant topic. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit more about Lyndon Johnson and also to see how a presidential library looks like. One of these days I come back showing you another library so that we can dig deep into the life of another American president. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoy the week. Go visit a museum, a cultural center. That is always very worthwhile.